Airmen, fall in. It is time for the preface. The preface. Begin.
The Mercy Guild?
No.
The people that you've been advertising in the, forums and everything?
What are you doing way out here, weary traveler? Are you in need of assistance?
So, we're trying to find out what the Dark Guild was doing down here. We also think that maybe the exit to this floor is here, in Varia.
The game actually did end up modifying some of our realistic characteristics. It like melded both our realistic physical forms, but also kind of gave us new bodies based off of what we desire. And she runs up and she touches your leg and she's like, "Oh, trust me, I'm more than enough of a woman for you."
Our services will be half off.
How much do your services normally
Yeah, how much
cost?
are your services?
I'd probably charge you about 150 gold per day.
Remember, you gotta message me every 6 hours and an update on how Nichia's doing. That bow, I'm well. Oh, that's the wonderful one. That's the Tanglefoot bow. The bow is stuck on returning, so if it's a cursed enchantment basically. If the user of it dies, it goes back to me. He starts biting the grass at the horse of the feet. He's confused by what is
At the horse of the feet.
The feet of the horse.
Acha!
Roll damage.
In the Air Force, we call that a bunker buster.
And the den kind of collapses and the dirt falls on top of the corpses.
Okay. So, we left off in sleep. And in sleep, we now awake. It is the morning.
Do I even need to be here? Sounds like you got it.
I thought it was great.
All right, so roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right, you are all of a sudden swarmed by 12 elder dragons.
Oh.
And a lesser deity of destruction.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, new GM, let's go.
Okay, so as all of you are sat around the campfire eating breakfast,
This is the real
your
story.
lieutenant is recanting you tales of his.
No, I wouldn't be here. I'd be out doing PT.
I-
You just see me doing push-ups and sit-ups and
There you
running around.
So before the crack of dawn, when everyone's still asleep, Clyde's making breakfast. Wilson's just kind of sleeping with his maps, murmuring to himself. You're waking up, and Luke is doing his physical training for the morning as he gets his daily atonement of 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches, and a 10-kilometer run.
Amen.
One Punch Man, let's go.
Oh, One Punch Man learned it from us.
Yes, he did.
I had to learn it somewhere. So
Where do you think he got the bald head idea from?
Always. Best idea ever.
So you have basically, Wilson will inform you, and I'm sure our dear lieutenant here could tell you as well, that you have about a day of travel.
Wait, did Wilson still sleep, or did he just wake up? Or just gonna eat breakfast?
You're basically eating breakfast.
I heard you say it. What was that?
Breakfast.
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 So we devour our nutritious breakfast.
Indeed. It is oatmeal with some nice fruit.
Oh, and some chia seeds and
chia
some.
seeds.
And I'm deliciously eating on this rabbit.
And there's still some
I would
leftover
join you.
rabbit meat.
I would join you with that.
Rabbit meat.
I would not touch the oatmeal.
Hurt
Sorry,
Clyde's
Clyde.
feelings.
I look at guys. I just don't.
It's a balance in
I had
nutrition
enough
Texas.
MREs in the military. I'm not eating that.
I don't do oatmeal, man. Cream of wheat, maybe oatmeal.
He
Nah.
looks disappointed and takes his bowl away, and he
Although, to be fair, the air elemental might devour it.
and he's
Nichia.
spoon feeding it to the air.
You know what?
elemental as
You
he's
know what?
also eating it with the same
I would
spoon.
take
and he's
a bowl
crying
and
and
then
telling his tale of woe.
I would take a bowl and I would give it to
The chia sniffs it,
Nutritious.
and he scoffs and he walks away.
See, see, Clyde.
I throw a couple pieces of rabbit at the wolf.
I hate that slurping sound that he does.
All right,
Stupid wolf.
shall we continue?
Yeah, we should probably get on the road. We still have about a day and a half's journey before we actually reach the end of
Oh, no,
where
wait.
it gets...
Give me that oatmeal. Get to the horses.
Oh,
My food is only good for horses.
Well, this kind of food is. We also need to find some water for the
I
horses.
go up and
soon.
I put my hand around Clyde's shoulder. I'm like, it's okay, bud. It's okay.
Can of French toast and bacon every day.
Yes, you can. You can.
Want to get fat? You can.
Hey, man, it's a video game. It's all fake calories.
All empty calories.
All right, come, lead.
All right, so you are
This time, you're driving the horse.
Me?
you're
Oh,
driving the horse.
God.
You've never driven a horse. Roll your handle animal. What's your handle animal? Em?
Look, a 7. Oh, 15.
Okay, that's good enough. That passes the DC to per.
I can do math.
So you're not in front of the pack. If you're driving, then Wilson would be in front.
If I'm driving.
Yeah, if you're driving.
Okay.
Wilson's in front. You're having the horse with you and Luke on it. He's on the back.
Oh, no, I'm flying.
Oh, you're flying?
I'm flying behind them.
Oh, okay. So I'm just by
I
myself.
can't fly.
He can fly.
Self. Yay! I get fly as a.
And he's flying basically up in the sky with him and his air elemental, and you being given a horse.
So I'm just like sitting there singing a song.
Okay. So yes, it goes Wilson, then you, then Clyde, and you are flying
Okay.
about 30, 40 feet above. And you occasionally have to dip under a couple of tree branches, but other than that, it's not too thick here, and it's actually a comfortable flight. So if you are trying to do anything for the day,
I'm still looking for my mushrooms.
more mushrooms. Okay, roll for your perception.
Since I'm flying, I'm looking for anything of note. Mainly ruins, unless we find like a rare creature.
Okay.
I'm only looking for
roll
something
perception
that's
check for it.
rare, not like average. Perception. What's my perception? Oh, so that'll be a 27.
Okay. Up ahead a little way, while most of the forest seems to be very dense forest, and very tall trees, you actually see a bit of a clearing into a large field of red flowers.
Can we? Is there party chat in this game? We talk
Yeah.
Without being like next to each other.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, you can message.
Hey guys, there's a clearing up ahead. A lot of red flowers.
Oh, great. A field of vampire orchids. Let's go around them.
Or we go up to the forest. Just don't go into the clearing yet. Let's a little bit of.
All right, so you kind of veer off your track a little, going to explore this clearing because it seems to take you guys a little. And you make your way, and there's the edge of the tree line, and as you get to it, you see that there are this giant field of flowers, and it's basically flowers for the entire clearing, except you see some small divots, some small patches where the flowers seem to stop.
If I go fly above it, look down, is it making like a kind of pattern?
It doesn't seem to be making a pattern, but you can sense that you can see that there might be something in these patches.
Poppies. Poppies will put them to sleep, and then they'll devour our souls.
What's in the patches?
Perception check.
Plus 13 to 20.
They do seem to be humanoid creatures of all sorts. There are a couple of animals
The patches?
in the patches, but as well as a couple of what look like elves and humans mixed.
Or are they
Are
like,
they alive?
Are they alive?
Can you sense that? You want to roll a heal check at a distance of like 60 feet? You
I
can
would
try.
just shout, "Are you alive?"
I'm gonna hold my breath and go and try and see if one has a pulse.
Okay, you fly in with a held breath.
Heal check is straight wisdom. So
That's plus 16. Plus 16.
How close are we on the horses towards this clearing?
You guys wouldn't be in the clearing.
You're not in the
How
clearing
close are
yet.
we
You're
then?
on the edge of the forest. You're around 5-10 feet away.
Okay.
Flew down and you find a little elf. It seems like an elf ranger who is scouting out in the areas. But he does have a pulse.
He's
Would
just
it be a
laying
PC
there?
Would it be a PC or would that be an NPC?
An NPC.
He's just laying there?
In there.
It's sleep. It's a poppy field. I see how you did this. I'm immune to sleep effects. That's really not a smart thing to rely on, though.
I'll land and see if I can wake up.
Okay. Roll a fortitude save.
I'm not breathing. I don't have to breathe.
Oh, that's right. You don't have to breathe
Yeah,
yourself.
I
Okay.
can hold my breath indefinitely.
Okay. That's what I was rolling for.
I know.
To see how long you could hold your breath for, but I didn't know you could do that.
So
Okay. Okay. So since you don't have to breathe, this doesn't matter. So you're trying to wake them up.
Mhm.
You shake them all about, and nothing seems to
So
stir
what's
them.
we have? Was it an elf, a human?
And a couple of wild, just animals from the forest.
I'm assuming this is some,
Yeah.
which means something might hunt here. I will go and grab the elf and bring it to the edge of the clearing and leave her and do something with it.
Okay. Roll a strength check. Drag them. What's your strength mod, by the way?
5 plus 3 plus 6. 9 for the first one, and for the elf. Wow, this will low both.
You're not allowed to carry them. I could go in there because I'm immune to sleep
You try to?
if I wanted.
Well, it might.
That's what it
We're
is.
not 100% sure. I'm guessing.
Like, no, there's no way because it is. Wait, was it an elf ranger?
There was an elf ranger in there.
Oh, yeah, no. Not going in there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll keep trying until I get them out. Much better.
Okay, you managed to eventually, after a couple of heaving and hoeing, you managed to drag the elf out successfully.
He was probably like stuck in some sludge of some kind.
All right, now for the human.
Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, and you managed to drag both of them out. Once they are out of the field of poppies, they're still very fast asleep.
Yeah, I see that. Do they have health bars above them?
They do have health bar. Well, no, I mean they're NPCs.
Oh, they're NPCs.
They're not player characters. They're NPCs.
A quest here? I think yes.
I mean, we could. Do we want to waste a day here and see what happens?
I mean, we could always use. I mean, if it's easy quest, easy air quotes around that, then
We don't know.
See.
I mean, we could stay here and watch, or we could wait these people. Wait, I have smelling salts.
Okay, yeah, both of them, they just kind of like, whoa, that's a brutal scent right there.
Yeah, it's
it
skunk
really
pee.
wasn't-
It's skunk pee.
Oh. Yeah, so both of them just wake up in a jolt and be like, we were traveling on the way and we saw some flowers and then we got drug in slowly. I
By
fell
what?
asleep. Oh, I don't know. Something was grabbing at our legs and drug us down into the flowers. And once our heads landed down there, oh, we were out like a light. I had some crazy dreams though.
How's
Oh, what?
Oh, some weird things wearing paint on their face with red nose, squeaky shoes.
Oh, clowns.
why?
Weird dreams. Never seen those things before.
How long were you guys here?
Day is it?
What year is it?
Oh no, we've been here for a week and a half.
You've been in this specific.
Oh no, we came adventuring.
How long have you been in the flowers?
The flowers, maybe about a day or so.
How
We got here basically almost at the crack of dawn, and the sun was almost about to rise, and then when we fell and hit our heads and fell asleep. I guess
It could just be a shroud. I don't know.
But then, as soon as I guess the daylight rolls and it's yeah.
You want to wait to stay here and see if anything happens?
we could? Yeah, where did you guys come from, Varia?
Of course, we're part of the Ranger Society in Varia.
Oh, that Peliaris. I say hi. But yeah, you guys should probably go back.
That poor schmuck, he's still around. He hasn't gotten gored yet.
Well, if you guys
No.
go back to Range Society, can you check in for me? I haven't been there in a couple. I
Yeah.
gave him my information.
Sure.
I'm probably one of the higher level rangers on this. All right. We can waste. I'm gonna use Gust to win and do like a little small.
Okay.
So there's a 50-mile-an-hour tornado going through the center.
I would like to check around the area, and see just use my survival checks to see if there's anything that seems to be awry with the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Not in. No, if that's an elf who was drawn in, and elves are supposed to be immune to
So I
sleep
have a
effects.
small 50-mile-an-hour tornado, and my elements just kind of.
Yeah. So
I also have an arrow drawn.
So out of the center of the poppy field,
Aha, puppies!
where there seems to have been a hole of sorts, just see a bunch of small little figures fly out.
Oh, the Fae!
And they seem very agitated by the harsh winds.
I
And they're
will
kind of getting
stop
little...
the harsh winds. Sorry, wasn't sure this was a trap or not. Oh, are they speaking Fae? I speak Fae.
Okay, yes. So you're the only one who can hear. And
I speak Fae.
Oh, you speak Fae as well? Okay. So
I took Fae for this world.
So the two of you are the only people that can understand. Why are you attacking our poppy field? This is where we hunt and get food.
You hunt
We-
elves?
we didn't know. We thought it was for something else. Also, do you eat? Yeah, do you eat people?
See that these they don't look like regular fairies. They all have pitchforks and they are all blood red.
Oh, love. Oh, fun.
Oh.
Why? Oh, we were trying to figure out the trap, but I mean,
Well, of course it is. It's where we eat.
Hold on.
does that mean pulls out a giant thunder element? Does that mean you're enemies?
If you're here to take our food, you are.
I mean, we don't care about your food. We were just
We don't
passing
care
through.
about. We don't care about your food. We also
We
care about.
experience and items.
We also care about not dying. So
Well, please come into our poppy field.
I walk in the poppy field still holding my breath.
A lot of them gasp. Accursed creatures! Playing toys with our tricks. How else are we supposed to eat food anymore?
There's a bunch of animals left.
A patch of Faeries go, and you can see they fly under the bush and they slowly start to drag
it's
and drag them
terrifying.
into their den.
So we'll be going now, unless you want to fight and murder all of you.
As long as you stay away from our areas and don't take any more of our kills, you'll be fine.
All right, peace out.
I make a sign. Can I
What sign do you make?
make a sign? Death fairies.
Where do you post it?
I'm gonna post it at the entrance.
What language is it written in?
Elven.
Okay.
And I'll write every language I know on there.
and
So I
common.
put Common, Sylvan, Primordial, Fae, and Infernal.
Death fairies, and then I'll put a little drawing of an angry fairy on it
I'm just gonna write, don't walk into the flowers.
Okay.
with pitchforks.
Wonderful.
The fairies get mad at this.
You guys walk off, but they may or may not have tried to take your.
They try.
Oh, wait, I actually minded the tree.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Arcane.
I took out a hunting knife and just.
Crashed into the
Arcane
tree.
mark, man.
I don't have arcane mark. I do have arcane mark.
But only you can see your arcane mark, I thought.
That's true.
Unless when you cast detect magic on it. But if they did that, they would probably send.
I'll put a sign.
anyways.
Detect magic.
I mean, I have detect magic. And
No,
fire
I mean like you put a sign that says detect magic here.
Probably done that. Oh, well.
All right. So you guys make it on your way.
Survival checks. Survival checks.
Make your survival checks to make sure you know where you're going.
I'm doing well.
What's 18 plus 18?
Yep, you're going straight.
30
And
something?
roll your perception checks for whatever you're searching for. Are you
36.
searching for anything today?
Yeah. So ruins or anything.
Oh yeah, well you found the poppy field, so that was your perception check. What did you roll
Mushrooms.
earlier for the mushrooms?
Not well.
Not well, then you did not find any
It
mushrooms.
was like a
today.
9 plus my perception.
And you are actually, besides this poppy field encounter, you are undisturbed for the rest of the trip for the day.
Disappointing.
That's
That was a very, very casual encounter.
It was casual counting. I mean, to be fair, I probably could have.
But you each get
Just drop a
100
rock on their hole.
you each get
Why?
100 experience.
Thunder arrow. Plus, if they come flying at us, just gust of wind. They can't fly through 50 miles an hour worth of wind.
Yeah.
You each got 100 experience for rescuing the survivors.
Hey.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Clyde.
Everyone got 100 experience.
Oh, thank God.
So you're all riding through for the day, and it's rather unadventurous. It's boring.
Mhm.
I rolled for chances you didn't encounter anything.
All right. Well, I guess we'll sleep, eat, and wake up and do the same thing again.
Wake up the next morning and do the same thing again.
Roll your handle animal check.
Yeah, you've got to steer this deer. There you go. You're fine. You're
15.
steering your horse fine.
No,
Alright.
I was talking about for the evening for her teaching her pet.
Oh,
Ah.
yes. So yes, you 3 out of 7 on Nichia knowing stay
Okay.
because you just rolled your 15, and then he's aiding, so it's another +2. So you're well above the DC check. All right, and then a very similar routine. You wake up. Clyde has made you breakfast. You
What is the breakfast?
Did he learn from his mistakes?
smell the wonderful aroma of freshly leavened bread,
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, this man.
freshly baked, warm, straight out of the fire.
You've corrected your ways. I forgive you.
It is soft. It is moist,
Delicious.
tender, and sweet.
It's like Bertucci's again.
There you go.
I forgive him.
All right, same
Um,
thing. So perception and survival.
Yep, roll your survival to
go.
make sure everyone's steered properly. Your survival's
God.
fine. You're not finding any shrooms today,
My
and you're
perception's-
not really finding.
That was
anything
my
at all that interesting.
survival. I thought we were rolling survival. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can roll your perception if you want to.
I would like to roll my
Okay, sure.
perception. Because you said
You
roll.
don't need to roll survival.
I rolled an 8.
You don't need to roll
Again.
survival. I rolled survival.
Yeah,
check.
you're not
as-
leading.
As long as I get a +2, well, I'm still flying behind them, but I'm kind of like messaging them, "Hey, go this way." Hey,
Oh,
go
well, I
this way.
heard you say roll your survival. I was like, okay, sure. I can do this thing.
Yep. And on your way, you're crossing a bit of a river,
Oh, river.
and on the top of the river, where the stream kind of goes down and it makes a little bit of a
Is it
waterfall.
a bear?
There's salmon jumping. You're a bigger, and it's.
Well, I've never heard such a ferocious bear.
It's not that ferocious.
I've never heard such an adorable bear.
This bear is happy and he is eating fish, but he is up there on the top of. He looks big. Big.
Survival check. Is it a dire bear?
Wouldn't that be knowledge nature?
I
Wow.
have no idea.
Can I make a survival for that?
Either or, whichever's higher.
Oh, fine. I'll do not nature then.
There you go. That's slightly better for Luke.
That's my survival.
And because you've seen one before, you do know that it is a dire bear.
Oh, nice.
But he is very happily,
But he's
passively
so
eating
happy.
fish. He's just catching fish and about his day.
I don't know, Clyde, do you want some more bear meat?
I've got rabbit.
How close are you guys to leveling?
I'm like a 1,500 away now.
How much are the boys?
I should be leveling soon.
Clyde will be soonish.
Clyde's the samurai?
Yeah,
Hey, Clyde, come here.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Ooh.
he's got a bow.
Your turn.
Found the horsepower of this baby.
It's yeah. All right, here. Take this. I'll enchant an arrow for him. Hit the bear.
Okay.
He gets a +4. My stuff.
And he's already an archer and is proficient with bows.
He actually hit
Yes.
something.
He hit it. Roll damage for it, Luke.
Oh, what's his BAB?
He's a 3.
All right, so he did 68 points of damage.
So this bear is calmly catching fish and then out of nowhere.
Oh, also the bear can't move because he hit him with a tanglefoot arrow.
It gets... Tanglefoot arrows still have a reflex save out of them.
They do.
Yeah.
Bear
Just
doesn't
a
really have
surprise
a great-
round, so he said, "Well, he'd be at disadvantage."
Yeah.
That's D&D.
No, you still put them at negative.
You
Oh,
would
well,
still
yeah.
be at negatives. But
It's just
I
there's
like
no
rolling
straight up-
disadvantage better. So
It's
is
just
rolling
straight
do you know how to
die.
roll disadvantage?
you generally, what is it, D6?
It's no, it's so disadvantage. You just roll 2d20s and use the lowest one.
I just think it's just easier than all the minuses.
Yeah,
No, they're really
Less
close.
math.
Okay. So this bear is calmly eating fish, and then out of nowhere, it gets this massive arrow and this burst of wind that pushes it
Oh, it's
and
lightning.
knocks it. Huh?
It's lightning.
Oh, this one's the lightning.
Well, there's not an actual air element for enchantment, so it's lightning. But
I've
it's,
been rolling
okay.
it as air.
Okay, that works for me.
It's this giant gust of winds, and it kind of gets knocked over on its side as the arrow plunges into the side of this bear. It does massive amounts of damage, and then roots sprout up from it, and it tries to grapple it into the ground of this river. But it's pissed, and it just glares, looks directly at Clyde.
Clyde, you made Steve angry.
Yeah, Steve looks angry. Why is he Steve? Why didn't you tell me not to shoot Steve? Steve looks mad. And this bear comes barreling
He's
at
far
you.
away. He's got to get to us. We have more attacks.
He does. But this bear is barreling at you
All right.
Let's go.
at maximum speed.
Cool. All archers hit him.
Yeah,
we,
no.
we probably had
We're
time
gonna
for one
fire a
round,
volley.
At least one round. At least one volley.
Yeah, you each get... Well, you don't have your bow now, right now, sir. Clyde has it.
I could easily just go.
Fire a volley.
Yeah, but you can fire... Clyde
Wait.
has-
I'll just give him an arrow, let him shoot it, and I can just cast a spell at this thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I will allow that.
I crit.
Oh!
M crits. All right, roll damage, M.
Confirm?
Roll for
Yeah, confirm.
Roll for
You can.
Clyde. The hit.
Yeah, you confirm.
I confirm?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay.
Roll for.
Well, let's see. She'll. I'm letting her shoot first. So if she kills it, it doesn't matter. Roll damage dice twice. Remember.
It's
Nine.
9 plus my 2 on top of that.
11
11 plus my 17.
total.
Oh, wait. Go on.
21. And what was your damage before? 7.
Yeah. 65.
Five.
Well, 65. So it's 65 plus whatever his be. So 3.
Okay, yeah. Plus M's 21. Okay, this thing is hurt but barreling towards you.
What arrow did you use to hit it with?
I use my arrows.
6 bleed damage. Oh, another D6 bleed plus the +2 because my arrows were plus. I changed all yours to +2 arrows. Remember?
Oh, so the damage.
Plus 5 bleed damage.
Then, with that, as the serrated arrow plunges into it, it hits a vein and it gushes out. And with the mighty,
I've never heard a more pathetic roar.
it oomphs and splashes into the river and dies.
See, now that's how you finish. I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm gonna say, go get your arrow.
I don't have to. It goes right back into my inventory.
Yeah, this is right.
And each of you gain 1,067.
Only she would, and only he would.
Who enchanted the arrow?
That's an experience gain off. All right, how much? 1,000 what?
1,067.
Is that enough for him to level up?
Someone look up the character advancement sheet. I think it might have been.
Character advancement sheet? Okay.
Yeah, just look up Google
I
Pathfinder.
know what it is.
Like, not that much. I think it's like 1,000 something.
What do you need for to be level 4? You might have already breached.
I think he did.
Probably.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I am too.
D20 PSFRD.
4. Slow, medium, or fast?
We go by fast right now.
So it's 6,000.
Yeah.
When he hits a total of 6,000.
Yeah, he passed it. He breached it with that kill.
Give him a big hug. Oh, congratulations. You finally leveled up.
Oh my gosh. I gotta see if I get new things. I probably get new things. Probably shoot things better, guys. I could probably make bread better.
I mean, if you want to, I can teach you how to take a level in August.
Magic. I'm not a big fan on the whole magic shenanigans.
Do it yourself.
Oh my goodness. Okay, roll loot.
Yeah, roll loot.
Yes. 4.
I rolled in that
So
20.
20. That's a
Okay.
10. That was a 14.
Okay, you get
4, 10, and 14.
you get 5 pounds of dire bear meat and then 2 pelts.
I rolled in that 20 and 2 3s.
Then you get 10 pounds of dire bear meat and 1 dire bear head.
I give them all the meat, but I keep the head.
Okay, give Clyde the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Clyde will make dinner. Clyde now has a bunch of meat and bear pelts.
I have a bear head. Cool.
And Wilson's just sitting
Dude,
there
that
like,
bear head.
and Wilson's just sitting there like, oh well, I mean,
Hey, I'm going in order. You're next.
oh, I don't use arrows.
Listen.
Swords?
I've got my glaive. I kind of charge in on Angus and slash.
I might have something to help you. Let's move on.
Okay. And you move on to the next area as you're wrapping up the day. you see a noticeable change in the vegetation around.
What's that?
The greens seem darker and richer.
Okay,
The
we're in the
canopy-
enchanted forest.
The canopy seems tighter, as in blotting out more of the sun. For you, if you've been flying, it seems a little bit harder to traverse in the upper echelon of the tops. For you all down at the bottom, it's been harder to maneuver your horses because there's been a thicker grove of vine and bushes, as the underbelly of the forest floor seems to been covered more so with thicket. And you've all been hearing murmurs and whispers.
So at this point is when we go in and military. Can we despawn horses?
Are
Are they? They're not summonable mounts and despawnable.
No, these are not summonable mounts. These are horses.
That's annoying.
Now you just rented you rented the one she's riding, so you don't care if that dies.
What? The guy who I rented it from wouldn't care.
He would probably be very upset with you and put a bounty on your head for the local government officials.
Or
But
I'd just be like, here's twice the currency of the horse.
exactly, so you could always do that. But as for Clyde and Wilson, those are both their animal companion mounts.
All right, so keep the formation tight. 3 cavalier up front, 2 archers on the side, and I'll fly behind you guys.
All right.
Right. So Wilson blazing the trail, archers on either side,
With
sticking very, very close by. Which way would you like to go? Would you like, because you were currently heading northeast, would you like to continue east?
We're just gonna keep going deeper.
so
whichever
going
one.
Keep in.
straight east from now.
If that gets deeper in the forest, yeah.
That's what you would assume would be deeper in the forest.
I'm gonna have the elemental fly ahead of us a good, I don't know, 25 feet. He's within viewing distance, but just far enough ahead of us that he can like see anything ahead of us.
Okay.
And let us know if
Pretty
something's
much.
there.
He's pretty much a bait.
Okay.
If he dies, you just resummon him. He was basically bait.
Everyone roll a perception check.
I can't see.
19.
Almost a 7. Then it's plus my a lot of pages. 11.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to really think about that.
Luke,
Mhm.
Sir Lieutenant, you see up ahead of you the rank of a elk, which you presume be currently standing 20 hands tall.
Oh, that's a pretty big elk.
Elk.
Are you stealing my elk? Is it white? Is it pure white?
It's not pure white.
Okay, is it pure white? I'll be like,
It's a
yo,
no-
that is from my
It's a
campaign.
normal elk with only with one pair of ears.
Oh, you're stealing the size.
20 hands tall, giant, massive.
You saying we should kill it?
He's probably gonna try and get us back for dying another campaign to an elk this size. How many?
Oh.
What's its point?
10 point.
Oh,
Does it see us?
It has not seen you yet, but if you continue to the right in the direction you do, you will run into it.
Just have my go elemental scared off.
Okay. Your elemental successfully rushes in, and the elk is startled by it with a rustling of a sudden tornado out of nowhere, and it just bolts. See a couple of other looks like female elk surrounding it, and they follow off. They're
Elk can do a lot of damage. Their charge plus
Yeah,
their
I know
stomp
they do.
attack. Mm-hmm.
I know. Why do you think he died in the last game?
Now,
Andrew
He's a level
didn't
1.
have a weapon.
now, if it was just me, my character would be like, "Ooh, time for some hunting." Like he's got to worry about you noobs.
Trampled.
And also, there's the fact that that was a herd.
They females with,
What a pimp.
and you keep traveling down deeper and deeper. Roll a knowledge survival check.
Aha! So you did it too. I did that so many times in the last game.
This dice rolls a lot of 1.
This die. I don't even know.
I crit fail. Nah, I'm
Got a
good.
whole other
And
set over
did
there if
you,
you want to try them. 17.
So you can definitely tell that the sun is starting to set.
Oh wait, we're in a forest. I can't crit fail on those checks. Ha.
It's hard to tell because the canopy is so thick. It's almost pitch black down here, but you can tell that the sun is slowly setting. Day is about to come to an end.
You should find a very good spot. How high up are these trees?
These trees are huge. I'm talking hundreds of feet tall, and the lower branches are rather thick. The lower branches themselves are around like 5 to 6 feet wide.
How far off the ground are the lower branch?
The lower branches could be dozens of feet up.
Are there stones in the? Are there
Are there
sticks
potatoes in the
trees?
trees? I don't know. You haven't
Or
seen. You
is
haven't
everything
looked
in the
up.
tree?
All right. Well, if it's getting dark,
Seems
we
so
should
familiar
find
to
a
me.
really good spot. Preferably with
Yeah.
a bunch of trees on either side, so we have cover. If not,
Yeah, maybe how big? So the trees are big,
They're enormous.
like tree roots we could
potentially.
be underneath.
If you wanted to roll a perception check and look for a specific area where you could kind of find an alcove of where the tree roots are kind of
That's a
Ooh,
19.
26.
Yeah, you would be able to. After about an hour or so of looking, you can find a suitable location where most all of you could fit in and or nearby and make camp and have the entire backside of you at least covered.
Cool. All right. You guys do that. I have a bell and wire in my back. I'm gonna set up a tripwire with a bell.
Mhm.
When I walks in. My elemental, he'll be outside,
Okay.
kind of floating up above it, guarding
Okay.
for the evening.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll sleep with my back to the back of the wall, and then with my arrow and an arrow knocked in my bow and in my hand, facing the entrance. I can go fast.
I see this, and I try to be cool and try to imitate it in as best way as I can. I'm like, he knows what he's doing. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna like clonk out.
Clyde is
I'm going to also
attempting
not-
to intimidate.
I'm also going to be
imitate.
the last one. I'm going to let all of them fall asleep, and I'm going to stay a couple of hours.
Okay. Do you all make camp? You've set up your bedrolls and there's fire going.
I meant to ask you, but because of military background, I technically should be able to take a 6-hour long.
And that will recharge you.
Oh wait, I have to like recharge this. I have not healed.
You'll
anything
be
from
full
what I-
health for long rests at this point. We didn't take any damage yesterday at all.
Oh yeah.
So you'd be at full health. Everyone would be at full health if they're not already.
So you guys are planted kind of in this alcove. Luke, M, and Clyde on the back facing the exit. Wilson's kind of slunked over nearer to the entrance because he wants to be horse. Clyde has also let his horse be near the entrance more because he doesn't like it going under the ground.
And don't forget you have
Luke, does your air elemental have a name?
I call him Gusty. Remember?
Gusty, because his
Well,
name is
Gusty.
Tempest.
If you ask him why he named it Gusty, he has a reason.
There's Gusty hovering like 30 feet above kind of the little alcove where
And
you're
then the invisible tripwire. They do have to roll perception checks.
All right. So you are all resting through the night, and all of you roll perception checks.
18.
21, 5. 25.
5.
25.
You want to roll for the elemental because he's outside.
Sure. Yes, please.
4. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. I have
You
dark
can't
vision
hear
too.
anything. Feel like something's crawling on
Oh.
spindly little leg.
Spiders.
Oh, I sit up. I sit up and I go hacha, and I like make a swing.
But where are you swinging?
Yeah.
Just outward? Okay. So you
Outward.
kind of swing outward as you're sitting up, and you knocked a spider off of your shoulder as it was crawling down your right arm.
Ah.
And you can make another perception check since you're awake right now.
I'm awake.
You have not cared to wake anyone up. Because I said once everyone had fallen asleep a couple hours in.
It's a total of
I'd still be
12.
awake. They don't. So if there were 2 sleep hours, so if it's 2 hours in, I'd still be awake. Because then after 2 hours, I'd be.
It would have been after everyone. Like, I'm saying everyone had been asleep
okay.
for 2 hours.
Alright.
So it would have been 4 hours in for them, 2 hours in
So
for
it's
you.
just you awake right now.
12
A 12?
total.
With your dark vision?
Yeah.
Do you see a couple of spiders crawling around the alcove of your...
I do have flint and steel, and is the fire out completely?
The fire's dim. It's not completely
Okay.
out. But it's slowly dying.
I stand up, and I do have a lamp.
Okay.
I light it.
Okay.
What do I see?
They're just a couple of spiders.
Hey guys.
Are you waking
No,
people
I'm
up?
gonna go kick them.
Gonna kick
Yeah.
the
How big are
spiders?
they?
They're small.
Oh, that's
About
pretty
maybe-
big. I turn around. Is there anything else?
They're like the size of a quarter, maybe
I
a little
turn
bigger.
around. Is there anything behind me?
Are you kicking the spiders?
I was going to, but I turn around first and I look around.
No, there's the.
I don't kick them.
You see Gus.
I brush them away. I use my bedroll to push them away.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were pushed
I push them towards the outside.
towards the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean they kind of they're crawling all around. They look like they try and go back in, but one of them leaves and a couple of them come back in.
Go away. I don't want to kill you. I like spiders. Now go away.
They keep trying to crawl back in.
I watch them. I follow them. Where are they going?
If Gusty would see her leave, he'd follow. Is she leaving the alcove?
No, she's not leaving the alcove.
They're going in.
A lot of them try to turn back in. Okay. Well, Em, you noticed that near your bedroll there is a hole that's about the size of a fist.
And they're crawling through it.
and a couple of them are crawling in and out of it.
Guys, we're in it.
Are you waking us up?
I don't know if it's significant or not. I don't know. I don't have knowledge nature. I do have survival. Would that let me know whether or not they're poisonous?
No knowledge nature.
Who has knowledge nature party? You? I wake you up. I'm like, hey.
Huh? What's wrong?
Bow drawn.
Yeah, as soon as
point
you
out
like
the
tap
exit.
photo, just what?
Are these poisonous spiders? Because they're crawling in and out of this hole, man. That's crit fail.
This has rolled so many crit fails.
You want to try my other dice?
No. But I will cat spiders. Here's detect magic, detect Venus presence.
No, they don't seem to be hostile towards your party.
Why are you waking me up then, spiders? Why are you crawling on me? I
They were
move
just
my bedroll.
crawling
I just
over
move my bedroll. I go to like whose bed is like the furthest away from them?
Wilson's.
Wilson. I go and I put my bed right next to Wilson. I'm like, okay, sorry.
I will restoke the fire.
Okay.
And
I go back to bed.
I'm gonna wait like.
Okay.
And I'll go back to sleep. I rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you wake up the next day. The spiders aren't active, but you can check the hole again. It seems really deep and dark. Like
There's
I
a
said, only about the
cave.
size of a fist. No one could fit in there, that's for sure. But the spiders don't seem to be active. Nothing's really crawling in and out of it like it was last night, where it seemed to be very, very busy, where a spider every would crawl out. Or it might be dragging something along. Wrapped in a...
You have like dancing lights or something you can
I do,
send in there?
actually.
Send a light in.
Send a light in.
A light goes in, and you can see it flash deeper and deeper until it meets the maximum end of your casting range, and it still seems like the little tunnel could go on. And as you send,
Is it pretty straight?
It's kind of curvy.
You just see the light, I guess.
He sees the light, and eventually he can't see the light anymore. But as you send that in, a bunch of spiders like dash out there, about like 6 of them. They just crawl out of the cave.
I don't like the light.
Significant? I don't know.
I mean, as long as we don't kill one, it's probably not significant. Just make sure you don't have any on you when you leave.
Yeah. Check my bag. There
doesn't seem to be anything in your bag.
It was the spiders, man. Spiders.
What? Why are they crawling in my stuff? Ugh.
They're spiders. They don't care.
They were crawling all over me last night. I had to move and I was sleeping next to Wilson. Yeah.
Why'd you sleep next to Wilson?
He was far away from the hole.
So am I.
Were
Alright.
you? Was he?
Yeah, he was
Children,
moderately.
please eat your food.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone eats their breakfast and they head out for the day, and they're going deeper into.
Oh, and I make sure I take my bell with.
Yep. Take your invisible line and bell. Good. And everyone roll perception checks, and Luke, if you would, survival check. Leading the
My
party.
perception.
Oh, that's my perception checks. My perception check is an 18. My survival check is a. It's over 35.
Okay, you're guiding them. Well.
Unless I like my survival is 20, so.
You can noticeably see that you're getting deeper and deeper into the forest. What was your perception?
18.
So again, it seems similar, but you do seem to notice. Guys, didn't you say there were spiders in the cave last night?
Yeah. Is there an Aragog in here?
Probably.
Is there a giant Aragog? Arachne. Is this where Arachne is? That's what you want me to look for.
I will be like every 100 yards or so, 100 meters. We'll do 100 meters because it's about 300. Detect magic and detect Venus presence.
Nothing really seems hostile.
Mm-hmm.
There's a faint magical presence. Very faint.
Where would it be coming from?
Arachne.
Again, you if you roll a perception check, it seems to be coming in from the forest.
26.
And you can and with that you can see that there's thin spider webs that are starting out, and you can sense that the spider webs have a faint magical presence to them.
I don't know what to do with this, honestly.
Can I read the magic coming out? I have read magic.
Doesn't
I would know
Oh,
what school it is
wait.
and what level of creature was it casted at.
okay. Low and like guess that would be transmutation.
Probably.
I would like to collect some of the web and put it in one of my vials.
So you touch the web.
No. I don't.
Okay.
Stick does.
Okay. So as soon as the web.
No, if I would see her going to touch the web, I would stop her.
Okay. So you go to touch the web. He smacks your hand out of the way.
Do not touch the webs.
No.
Spiders can feel the vibrations in the webs no matter how far away they are. These are all connecting. Don't touch the webs. That's all the boys do.
But I reckon.
If you see it, why not get a surprise round before it attacks us?
Yeah.
Wilson notes, because he's been seeing it a little bit now, it's like, it seems like we're on the outer edge of it. Doesn't seem to be getting any thicker, which normally you think it would. We might, if we're just heading east, we might have to head a little bit south. We might be too far north if we wanted to find where this is.
It's probably from coming from some kind of spider. Which I'm okay with fighting, but we don't know what level it is. All aren't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark this location on my map.
Okay.
As well as send the information of where we are. To my buddy.
Gallahan?
Yeah,
Your
Gallahan.
guild.
Also, I've been checking with him every 6 hours.
I figured so.
Oh.
You
I
haven't checked in with
forgot.
Crystal.
No, I take a quick picture of Chia. He's fine.
And you get back, he is the king. We've just been running through plains. We saw horses and more bison. Grog tackled one.
He tackled a bison.
And you just
How did
see
that go?
Grog flexing his arms, and his arms are as big as the bison horns. He's very proud about his
My gosh.
what he tackled.
I show Clyde and Wilson. Like, look,
Because I'm a predominant ranger, could I contact one of my ranger guildmates?
Yeah.
I'll
Sure.
contact the head of the rangers.
Okay. What would you like to say to them?
I'm telling what we found. If you think, does he have any idea what it would be?
My
idea would be a spider boss. It could be the exit to the floor if it's a big boss.
So the Ranger Society is primarily NPC.
Fine, GM, my guild master.
Okay.
I'll
So-
tell him because
okay.
I mean we're looking for the exit to the floor anyway. We're the main guild, so
Mercy says you're basically going to get very similar things from both of them. A lot of people haven't explored that very deep into the Enchanted Forest. They've gone around Varia and a little bit of the surrounding area, but they haven't ventured as deep as you are, so they wouldn't really know much about it. It seems to be a mystery to most.
I'll send him the coordinates. So yeah,
Okay. So now,
as well as whoever are like raid.
and then the Rangers Society does get back to you, and they did say that there have been sightings of rather large spiders coming out of the Enchanted Forest.
Spiders.
Enchanted Forest has had rather large spiders coming out that the Rangers have noticed on their.
Could I roll a best? Like we can look into like where they start getting thicker in the webs, right?
Yeah.
Can I guesstimate how far it would be to the center of the nest? I know I'd be at this.
You could guess the direction towards the center of the nest, possibly. With that, yes. You could tell that you might have to head a little bit southeast. You might have overshot it by going too far north.
Do we want to check this out? If you guys want, we can camp here, and I could go do a scouting mission for a day or so.
I mean, probably just all stick together since we're all.
But if we run into something,
this
it's easier for me to
forest.
escape by myself than scare you guys.
Clyde, Wilson.
I mean, we've been doing all right thus far.
With my weapons, yes. Again, if this is a raid boss for the exit of the floor, you guys aren't gonna stand. Let me just scout it out. I'm not gonna get into combat on purpose. Give me 4 hours.
I'll give you 4 hours then.
Here, I give you my ring, just in case.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to give this back to your wife
No,
or
it's
something?
bloody good to kill
Or...
Gusty. In case you guys get ambushed, she'll help.
Oh, okay. Hi, Gusty.
I had a dog named Dusty. He's my, or not a dog. Sorry. My wingman was named Dusty. Dusty's close enough.
All right.
Was your name?
No.
Yeah,
So are you
okay.
You
fine?
can actually ask my real name. It's my character's real name.
Are you flying?
No.
I know. I will get onto the. I will get on the ground, but I'm levitating, so I'm not touching the ground.
Okay.
So I'm levitating. And I am. I'll roll my stealth roll.
Yep.
I'm assuming 10 ranks was maximum because that's the level we were. That's what I
Yeah.
just did it by.
Yep.
So my stealth on top of that would be a 38.
You are moving around rather stealthily, and you are, for the most part, able to avoid a lot of these spiders' webs. But as you get around 2 miles in, going around southeast, it seems to be getting a little thicker, and you realize that actually you need to veer a little bit more eastward. Seems like you've gone south enough. But it comes to a point where the spider webs are almost so thick that it's impossible to avoid size.
What if I flew up and over? Like went back and then went.
You can go up, but it's starting to get really, really tall as well. And you can see as you're going on.
All right, I have an idea. I'm going to find me as open area as I can with a good. Like I want to have a good open area about 30, 40 meters in front of me that I can see, as well as a good way to escape behind me. That's what I'm looking for. I have an idea. As best as I could find, it would be a good vantage point. I'm basically looking for a sniper's nest.
I mean, if you go high enough up in the trees, it's not reaching that high.
Okay.
So it would be down below you, and you would be free, basically,
Just to fly
up
straight
and
away.
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it that way. So I'll do that, and I'll get to the point where I can fly like where the thickest is that I can see down there.
Okay.
I'm basically flying up over the net.
Yeah.
Do I see where it gets like to the thickest? Perception would be a +8, whatever that roll was. So a 9 plus 17.
You can't quite see to the thickest, but it can see that it gets so thick that you almost can't see through.
I'll get to the point where I can see it. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand and start tugging on lines where I have a good shot. So something.
Okay. So as deep in as you are, it's actually really thick here. And almost as soon as you tug it, only a few seconds pass by, you hear the leaves rustling. And all of the wires start coming alive and jumping and tingling. And
Good thing I'm way above this.
a medium-sized spider comes and jumps right where your mage handing was and pounces right on the line. But it looks really confused because there's no prey caught. And then a bunch of little tiny spiders crawling around it right after the larger medium spider came.
All right, I'll do it to the exact same thing, like across the way from it over here.
Okay. And a very similar thing happens, except the spiders that you saw earlier are still where they were. But a very similar thing happened where, again, another medium spider jumped and pounced on the location where it was tugged, and dozens of little tiny spiders also followed. And in fact, roll a perception check.
So +8, so it's 16 or 15.
You can actually see around you, there are on other branches, not too far away, on the strands of the web, there are dozens of little tiny spiders, and they seem to be wrapping rather large prey for their size. Spiders that are only the size of your thumbnail or a quarter are wrapping entire birds webbing. And as soon as the cocoon is complete, it is being drugged back.
Well, I found the spider den. Question is, can I do what I wanted to do here? All right. So I'm going to. This is a really dumb idea. How far away from them? You said about 2-3 miles.
Yeah, you're about 2-3 miles away from them.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna draw an arrow.
Okay.
I'll use a spell slot. I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind on it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna wait and activate the Gust of Wind until it gets further in there. And it's basically just gonna go. So it's gonna go in there. Basically, we're send gone out.
Yeah.
I shoot as far into the center, and then I feel like, all right, it probably hit something by now, and let it trigger.
Okay. And this giant burst of wind, you can see shreds of webbing fly everywhere. And in fact, you even see spiders flying everywhere. And then in the giant center, you can see just the figure of a shadow. Center of the nest.
Okay.
And it seems like
Shadow, a leaf in the wind.
what you penetrated was a bit of a dome.
Okay.
It wasn't really a dome, it was like a circular wall of webbing.
Mhm.
And it, actually, if you would have flown completely over it, there would have been a hollow top.
Oh.
But it looks like there's a clearing in the exact center. And a bunch of spiders come crawling out of the hole you just made, and slowly they start jumping and making spindles and slowly start reconstructing the wall. And it's completely recovered in a matter of minutes.
All right. Well, I'm going to fly up over, and I want to look down into it, but I'm flying way up, so like nothing could jump out and get me unless it was like super.
Yeah. All right. Roll a perception check to see from that height.
13? Is that a 13? Yeah, so 21.
So you can see that around the perimeter of a tree, what looks to be like a circumference, a rather large circumference, the diameter of this giant circle where there's a clearing in the center is hundreds of feet wide. And inside of it, there is an absolutely massive spider that is about 1/10 of the diameter.
I don't see an exit to leave or anything.
You don't see an exit to leave.
Right.
You do see that there are a bunch of little holes in the ground, and that the nest is basically a giant wall, and the nest seems like 30-40 feet tall.
Cool. I'm going to mark
Top
the spot on my map, so I'll put a waypoint here.
Okay.
Save whatever the coordinates are. Send the coordinates to her party, Galahad's party, the GM party.
Okay.
Hey guys, I found a spider boss in the forest. Lots of ads. Here's how I dealt with it. Could be the exit to the floor. Not sure. Recommend going in with at least 10 level 10 plus players. Recommend going with a raid party.
Right.
And I sent that message to you. And I also told you I'm on
Okay.
As you're
Okay.
flying back, you actually get a message from Galahad, saying, "Aha! Well, on our journeys into the west, we actually found a city in the mountain. And in the city in the mountains, we've actually discovered many players who have said the exit to the floor is here. that they've had to go through a little bit of gauntlet combat, a multiple tier to get through a mine shaft, which leads to far-off distant land.
Has anyone passed the gauntlet yet?
A couple of players have passed the gauntlet, but we did hear rumors about something going on in the east, so perhaps it is the spider, in which you're saying.
Well, I marked it down. I sent it to our GM, so he'll probably send something else to look it out. If not, I'll come back here with some later. But we're gonna avoid this place. I don't feel like.
Right. So after this conversation with your GM, with Gallahan, with Gallahan and everything, you make it back to M and the party. What do you say?
I tell them everything. I saw everything I did. Yeah.
All right. Since you were out of the room.
Okay. Since you were out of the room, I followed the spider nest until it was too far in for me to walk. And I flew above it, kept flying in. It was the thickest. I turned invisible. Found a good sniper spot. Huge mage hand. Every time I touched a wire or a web, a giant spider pop out with smaller ones. I found other spiders like capturing birds and bringing them back to their nest.
They're trying to feed the queen. She's making a baby.
That's their queen, so it could be a raid. It's probably a raid boss.
Probably.
It's at least a raid boss. It might not be the dungeon boss. It's probably a world boss.
What would you like to do as a party?
Well, we were here looking for legs of the floor. This could be it, but we can't fight it just.
Yeah, no, and also, you told me about what they were saying about the West. Like, we have conflicting information. Like, not really conflicting. It's more like it sounds.
Well, it's
like
kind of up to you. Do you guys
want
want to call your party members? You can call mine. I can call a couple of my guildies, and we can try and tackle this boss. That'd be kind of interesting.
We could use the levels.
Use the levels. I'm sure we could all use the loot, or we could go see up with Galahad and go to the gauntlet.
I think. Well, most of the rest of my party.
Hi.
Have you seen
Wilson waves?
Have you seen the YouTube series? Was it it's an anime about the video games King's Raid or something like that?
I haven't.
You need to watch that. You would like it.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Do you message the rest of your party in?
I do. Okay. I do. I message them. Tell them what's going on, what we found.
I'm gonna go do another scouting mission.
Okay. I just send a message. I'm like, possible ultimate loot? Question mark?
We think we've found the exit to the floor, which seems to be here. It seems like if we go through the mining tunnels, we just have to clear a bunch of areas in the mine, and once we get through the mine, it'll take us to a new area.
That could be either a boss room or just a subfloor.
But yeah, we've heard a couple of people saying that they were heading east for something, but they weren't really specific. They said it was big though.
Yeah, I think we found what the big thing was.
You want us to come back there? We haven't found dark yet.
Come on back. Might as well.
Why don't we? Well, I'll come back at this point. Why don't we all just meet back in the town and decide from there?
Yeah, that's
you
just what's gonna happen.
If we come back now, we're gonna lose their trail, and this is the hottest we've seen it.
It's up to you. So it's up to you, because I mean, it's either dark, we try and attack this raid boss, or we go towards the gauntlet.
We need to get stronger in order to even take care of dark.
Yes, that's fair. But do you want a raid boss or gauntlet? A lot of players seem to be going through the gauntlet.
If we do the raid boss, I'm sure I could call some of my guild to get a full raid going. If not, the gauntlet will probably just end up being a party of 10.
Just do the raid boss. Good loot. Possible, yeah, just possible good loot. Levels, etc.
All right, well,
magic stuff.
I guess we can all leave Crystal back to Varia then.
Sounds good to me.
Varia, yeah, I vote we all meet up in Varia. We need to fly up, buff up, get reinforcements.
Yeah.
All right.
I need to sell stuff.
Yeah, we got some stuff we can sell. How long? What time is it approximately?
You're about middle of the day.
So close to leveling.
Here's what I suggest doing. Since it's about the middle of the day anyway, why don't we find a good spot for here to camp? You guys make camp. I'm gonna go do another scouting mission tomorrow. We just go straight head back. That way I can get some information. Maybe try and out the topography.
You have teleportation crystals that can instantly take you back to Varia if you want.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we have Hearthstones.
Basically, they're called leaf crystals.
All right, you guys go back.
You've messaged everyone. And
Yeah.
Tiffany gets back to you and he says, "Well, we need a couple of days before we'll finish the item that we're working on.
We'll take that time. We're gonna head back to Varia and meet up with everyone there, and we're gonna probably take that time.
So what, if they need a couple days, let's do this. let's camp here for the night. I'm gonna do some more scouting, see if I can map out the spider nest as much as possible. In the morning, we'll head back, but let's take the long way back.
True. Plan.
All right, so you share this plan with everyone, and everyone's in agreement. You've contacted your GM, and he's informed you that it's going to take a couple of days to muster a sizable force if you want to do a raid.
Mm-hmm. Tell them we're gonna, standard raid boss potions. Yep. Potential for either world boss.
It's the first thing anyone's ever put out on the message boards at all.
Basically.
I'll also message some of the other, I'm assuming at this point I've met people who are part of different games.
Yeah.
I'll message them saying, hey, we're getting a raid together. Let your GMs know.
I like how ignorant our party is. Which is like...
Oh, no. I went through and watched all of Sword Art to figure all this out.
No. But our party has run into nobody.
We're the first big guild that they kind of ran into.
No, we ran into two. Dark and...
Dark and Mercy. Basically.
All right, so I'll do that. And all right, you guys make camp. I guess you just want to roll survival checks, and I'm just writing all it down on the map. Basically, looking for points of entry. I'm doing the military thing.
Yeah. Roll for me 3 survival checks, and I'll tell you what you get.
Cool. Survival is plus 18. So that is a 24, a 35, and that was so close to a 34. That was a crit. It's in a crit.
All of them pass, and you were able to get a very detailed map where basically you can figure out that the outer bits of the webbing go out for miles.
Right.
Like I'm talking about entire quadrants that takes you in a fifth of a day to explore. So if you were to just basically go around just the circumference of this web, it would take you almost a week.
Oh, well, I was just kind of just giving.
Yeah, I know, but you can tell by this is a very similar pattern.
Okay.
And you can tell that basically every couple of miles it gets denser and then denser until it's at its densest.
So it's a gauntlet of zones, of density.
Kind of.
Okay.
The outermost ring you could tell. So there are basically 4 or 5 rings. The outermost ring you could tell that if you were careful and had a high enough perception, a human could easily just walk through. A horse could even do it. Once you get into the second tier, large creatures aren't going to fit without proccing it. Right. A medium to small creature, again, with a high enough perception.
I was going through in stealthy and military-wise, so once you get to the second or third ring, you're going to do what I was doing, or you're just basically making a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the second ring, like I said, medium to small, if you're with a good perception, you can walk through if you're very careful. Once you get into the second ring, it's basically super thick. Nothing's getting through unless you're a tinier diminutive creature. Unless you're 100 feet up. And then there's the final dome, which has 30-foot tall, 5-foot thick web walls completely surrounding it. And the inside seems to be, like I said, around 300 foot in diameter.
Okay.
There is a large creature looming inside.
All right, that's that then. All right, so that's the information we got. So I guess we'll sleep, we'll rest. Same thing, set up the bell, bow drawn, arrow ready to go.
Yep.
Dusty's watching.
Okay.
Egg salad.
Clyde is actually... Are you guys setting up the exact place you set up last night?
Yeah, we would be just kind of in a general area. Because we kept walking for a while. To do this
basically. You find a very similar alcove. Clyde is very carefully parsing through. He's like, guys, I found a hole here too.
For us to sleep in?
No, the spiders are gonna crawl out of. It's around about an inch or 2, maybe 3 wide.
It didn't bother us last time. I think as long as you don't hurt the babies.
Yeah, pretty much as long as you don't hurt them or set off the spider web, should be good.
Should we try and plug the hole?
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, they might send some investigators.
Fine, just find something as much as you can that's not.
Gonna put my food. They stole rabbit meat last time.
Do you not know how to make a bear trap?
Yeah, but how's that gonna stop spiders? Lime.
They can just put a little
I can
peace
cast
offering in.
it can last for 8 hours.
Give him a peace offering or something.
Wait, I should go kill a spider and cast blood transfusion. A spell from it. I did take that spell because it's a great spell.
You want to go kill a spider?
Not dumb.
Just wondering.
No, I'm not killing a spider.
Okay, so you can see that Clyde makes a little tiny fire and has a little spit. Like, and when I say little tiny fire, I mean the fire's like the size of his hand, and he puts a little piece of rabbit meat on a little stick above the fire, and he leaves it there right in front of the hole.
Clyde, you're so.
Then make a peace offering.
Yeah, but like I go over and like take a big chunk of meat, and just lay it there. That's what she meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll go set up camp.
I will not sleep near the hole. I don't feel like being crawled on.
You don't sleep anywhere near the hole. Great.
Yeah. I move the mattress.
So yeah, you are all going to sleep for the night, and you can tell once it gets dark, you're staying awake for a little bit later, and you can see that you're watching from the hole. Just a couple of minutes, spider comes in or goes out of the hole. It's coming back. It's dragging little tiny bugs behind it.
Spring?
Oh yeah, they do take the peace offering. You see like 5 spiders, and they clamor together. They take Luke's big one. It takes a bunch of them, and they attach webs to it, and you just see a bunch of them dragging it behind them. And then one crawls up off the spit and like nibbles it off of Clyde's stick and picks it up, waves it in the air with its 2 fingers, and runs off with 2 hands in the air, the 6 legs running.
Are these spiders? I'm so
They're
confused.
sending spiders like food.
Oh my gosh. That could be bad though. They could
Did we
come
get
back
an
because they
encounter
want
tonight,
more.
or are we good?
Let's see.
They might want more food.
You're good.
Cool. Wake up in the morning. Guess let's go.
All right.
Same marching order, and I will be doing the same thing. I will be looking for targets for us to hunt on the way.
So it is a 3-day trip back. You can roll perception every day to see if you find anything. Yes. Again, you are going to find large elk tracks.
I look for mushrooms.
Of course you may. You find a small patch of mushrooms.
All right.
You manage to get
I
7.
tell everybody what I found.
What I'm looking for, or just
Yes,
random
yes,
mushrooms?
I tell everybody that if there's potential for some game up here, stay here. I'm gonna go scout, and I'll roll stealth.
Okay. Are you flying? I am
You
now.
think
I
you-
am-
No, I'm flying now.
You are booking it. You think you are a ninja, as silent as the wind, but the wind is actually rustling a bunch of leaves as you bolt through, going at a rather fast speed.
this rolls critical fails way too much. You cursed me, Emily.
See, everyone thinks that when I give them dice, it's a good thing.
They think it's a present, a
Like-
nice gesture.
It rolls decently, but every once in a while, I just darn this one. At least it hasn't rolled a 1 on the important stuff yet.
That's true.
On me, all my dice
All right,
have
so
rolled.
do I find these things?
I gotta roll to see if you spook them.
Character-
Luckily, they're all as perceptive as you are sneaky. So yeah, there is a bunch of about 11 elk, 3 big boys, and the rest are females.
Cool. I'll come back and tell them.
Okay.
Potential for some elk. You try to attack them. I do know elk do a bit of damage. I'd be okay, but
I'm more worried about Clyde.
Hey, not wrong.
we want to. 11's a lot. We can try something small.
Yeah.
I'm safe. All right, we'll let him pass on.
I always put you up in a tree and you could shoot down.
Exactly, they can't get in a tree.
You could fall.
Fall, and we don't know. Why do you think I haven't gone out to the canopy? You don't know what's above the canopy.
Yeah.
It's been risky for me just flying through it.
And as you go through a little further, later in the day, it's about to be sunset. You're about to break to make camp. You do see more deer tracks this time, not large elk. It seems like a small herd of deer, but you also see much larger tracks that are following closely behind them.
I'm
Ooh.
assuming these are predator tracks.
There are fewer of them, but they are much larger than.
And they probably look like wolves.
You may make a knowledge nature.
My character wouldn't know that. Like my character's
Make a
a
knowledge
paratrooper.
Make a knowledge
He's a
nature check, just
paratrooper.
Okay, they're not only wolves. You can tell by the size
They're
of them
dire
that
wolves.
they're dire wolves.
Can I
The
guess
wolves
how many there
light.
are?
There, with that roll, there are.
So it's a 10 plus 18, 28.
Yeah. You can tell that there's 7.
Oh, if his pack sense a thing in D and Pathfinder, I don't remember. 7 dire wolves.
There's a rather large herd of deer. 7 dire wolves following close.
Last time we fought some wolves, there was a lot.
11 or 12?
Yeah, there was a lot of wolves. It was painful.
You survive? How
Barely.
many were there?
12.
Were they dire wolves?
No.
Maybe, hopefully, as we get out of the dark forest, and then we'll find some more. I vote we leave bigger stuff. Huh?
Letting her know
What?
that they were direwolves.
They were?
Yeah.
Oh, we fought 12 dire wolves.
Oh.
And they lived. But they had a party of 6 that
Yeah.
time.
But
We did have a level 10.
Yeah, so
We had a level 2.
take that as you will.
I'm up for it if you guys want to try for it. I will say right now, in my contract, I'm not responsible for any of your deaths. I will do my best to keep you alive, but I'm not responsible for your deaths.
I'm responsible for them. So.
Wilson's just like there. He's like, combat though.
Do you wanna-
Angus gets hurt and he just starts petting.
But
If your
do you
horse
want-
dies, you can get a new horse.
Shh, and he covers his horse's ears. Talk about him like that in his presence.
When the rest of my guild gets here, let me introduce you to my actual cavalier. He's got a Pegasus like that.
Gosh. He doesn't have a Pegasus.
It's a little flamboyant in his description.
Whatever.
You couldn't get a Pegasus on this.
I know,
reason
I
say
know.
that. Unfortunately.
We're on level 1 out of 100.
I know. I'm pretty sure 10 wouldn't 10 be the max level you can get on this floor anyway.
If we're capped.
If we're doing, yeah, I've capped.
Capped on this floor.
So will I cap at 9 or 99%, and then
Basically. And then
Mhm.
once you get onto the next floor, you can skip over to 11. Basically, you breathe and you're...
Da, 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 da.
all right, let's look at these dire wolves, boys. Slowly goes it. Stealthily.
Okay.
Alright. You are all tracking.
Are you flying still, or are you
Yes,
going to
I am
ride?
flying.
Okay.
All of you are tracking this pack of direwolves, which are tracking a herd.
Cool. If we do see them attack the deer, wait until they're feasting.
Yeah.
Surprise rounds, they'll all be in a clump. Then we can do some AOE and then go. Also, arrows knocked.
Yeah. I knock him. I have an arrow knocked.
Alright.
I'm ready.
You're following the tracks, and you
Mhm.
follow them for about an hour.
And I will tell our cavalier, first thing we do when we charge is what?
Shoot the
Horn?
Good boy.
I normally do.
I'll pat him on the head. You're
There were
learning.
flowers. I'm not used to flowers attacking. Okay.
First thing you should do any combat, no matter if someone's in front of you, is toot your horn.
Okay. Used to all this and
It's okay. That's why my guild's here to help.
This is training.
This is training wheels with a guide.
Oh no, training wheel. Birds. He goes into a bit of PTSD about birds.
Don't worry. I got
Emily
What?
knows.
I will tell him a war story as we're going on, but I will tell him quietly because
You don't
He
want to.
seems the more you tell it, the more terrified he gets.
then I'll stop. I'll tell him a happy story about my dog back home with my daughter.
He seems to enjoy that a lot
There you
more.
go.
It makes him comforted. So you're tracking it for about an hour, and those tracks that you found, which were a little older, seeming to get fresher and fresher, and it seems like you're actually gaining.
Cool. Keep going slowly. We
All right. Yeah. So
Everybody roll stealth.
Yeah, everyone roll stealth.
I ready in action.
What action are you readying?
I'm ready if we see the wolves.
They're not seeing.
I don't have stealth.
Yeah, you are the knight.
Yeah, I'm not stealthing too well. I have a 11. Clean, but it's not
Don't
great.
worry. Well, I'm not gonna level up here, but next time my next level, I'll take seal sound.
So you are all following behind, and you actually seem to be catching up. And in about another 40 minutes, you can actually see them up ahead as they're dipping down a little hilltop, and you can see that they are right behind.
Would like to observe?
Here, wait and observe.
Or wait, are we upwind or downwind?
Quentin, are we upwind or
Rival.
downwind?
I crit failed.
Fortunately, upwind.
Okay.
I
so it
crit
is
failed on
blowing
that.
against you, and
That's
not
why I
blowing
asked that
your
question.
ascent into wolves.
Great.
But after waiting about another 10-15 minutes, you see that the pack is the herd is laying down for the pack is slowly encircling them, and that they end up pouncing as soon as all of them are down. And they actually go for the big male first, taking him down with relative ease. And all the females start to spread out, and the dire wolves drag a couple down, and they're dragging all of their prey toward the center as they have 4 carcasses, and they are starting to.
Nom nom. I like your detailed description.
And then I finish with nom nom.
How far away are we?
You are within bow's distance.
Are we within charging distance for horses?
Go their maximum charge distance, yes.
Cool.
So they're about 240 feet away.
All right.
No.
Surprise round. Are they beginning to eat?
They're beginning to eat. They're feasting.
Cool. Surprise round. Let's do this.
Toot the horn.
No.
No.
Charge, toot the horn after my arrow goes off.
Okay. Because you want AoE.
I'm AoEing, yeah. But I'm not doing what you're thinking.
Go for it.
All right. I'm doing an arrow with AoE web shot,
Okay.
and it's empowered.
What is the DC for the reflex save to get out of that?
DC for the reflex save, because I'm empowering it, is maximum. So, it is a 10 plus 10 plus is a 25.
Ooh, okay. I don't think they're escaping that.
I don't have to hit one of them for it to go out. I just hit the area. So roll to hit in the area around these wolves. I mean, it is a far shot, so
it's a far shot. So I'll have you roll, but it's probably gonna be fine. You just have to roll.
I mean, that's 8 plus 16.
8 plus 16.
So
You
that's
net a
8.
minus 10. You. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So it goes up and it kind of goes a little bit above the wolves, and the webs explode above and they fall down on top of them. And all of the wolves are caught.
The wolves.
The wolves.
All right. Hey, I look at these guys. Charge.
The horn goes off.
Goes off and
3 and 2.
Wilson charges in, and Clyde is close behind him, noosing and loosing some arrows.
Yeah, and as soon again, it's just so we're in
Yeah.
combat now. We have to roll for combat.
Yep. Everyone, roll your initiatives.
Oh, well, that's an initiative, and that's a.
Roll for your wolf as well.
Or no,
12
just
for
have
me.
our pets go on our turn. So much
Oh yeah,
easier.
that's fair.
It's so much
Okay.
easier.
Luke.
25.
5M.
12.
12. Beautiful.
I rolled a 5.
All right, hold on. I gotta roll down my spell slot. Yay.
Debating what level I should take.
What?
Debating what level I should take.
Oh wow,
I
that was
should
only
go into
level 1
next.
spell.
Oh yeah, because you're about to level up soon,
I know.
and you wanted to switch into a different class.
I know. I
I
wanted.
could teach you Arcane Archer. Well, you don't prestige. I could teach you Magus.
I wanted to become.
You want to be a witch, or did you want to be the best bard?
I want to be best bard. I was gonna go arcane
Do you
duelist.
play or you level up? You can just choose a class because normally in D&D you have to have someone who can.
That makes more sense.
Mhm.
But this is SAO.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
basically
It's an
it's
MMO.
an MMO, so you can basically
Yeah,
pick
okay.
whatever you
I
want.
forgot we're not playing like that. Yeah, we're playing it.
Yeah, if it was an actual campaign, I would do it more so along that lines. But because it's
That's
kind
how we
of,
do it.
because it's an RPG of an MMORPG, you kind of can.
Yeah, you have to.
They're third wall
You have to
breaking.
remember you're playing a video game inside of an RPG.
Yeah, so there's a lot of third wall breaking mechanics that kind of like ruin an RPG aspect, but
But it makes
sense
it
when you think-
easier. Like
yeah,
the whole like messaging each other over London is just so nice.
and sending pictures and
Yes,
everything.
So nice.
Instead of having
and setting waypoints.
Yep.
Oh wait, can I take a picture and like send of the charge?
Yes, you can take a picture of all these webbed wolves. And
Oh no,
everyone
you
charging
should
in.
ask me for my picture collection sometime. I take epic pictures.
Gosh, yes, I will.
His wife was a photographer.
Oh.
They would go up in his biplane together and take pictures.
Oh.
I wrote a whole backstory for this guy, real life and in the game.
Oh, that's great. I'm just.
I was
me.
bored last.
I know that's why you texted me, right?
I was
Like,
bored.
what are you up to? I'm sick and dying.
Like, I'm bored. Help me. So I started writing. I didn't send it to Quentin, but I have it written down.
All right. So M, you do not have mounted combat.
Nope. Not a mounted person.
Well, you just want a plus or minus on negatives? Or just -2?
-4,
-4. It's pretty big.
But, I mean, you could always just dismount once you get it.
basically. I shot Clyde in the thigh because of this.
I love that.
With my serrated arrow.
he had to pull that out.
Oh, great.
It does a d4 damage when he out too.
Oh,
Leave that in.
Leave it in.
oh wow. M. Going through
Yeah.
turn order. That's all.
I rolled bad, didn't
You
I?
rolled poorly.
Not doing arcane or archetype.
Just do a bard arcane archer
Be good.
because bards count as arcane spellcasters.
Arcane.
There's also, I'm pretty sure there's an SAO. There's an item that resets your.
Nichi.
I'm pretty sure there's an SAO item that resets your levels unless you redo it again.
Floor 5.
Respec. Yeah.
There's floor 5. And I said
And I have
there's
to pay
basically
1,000 gold
there's a
per
citadel.
level.
Yeah, I
where
knew
she
it was. I knew it was
retrains.
one of them. I was reading these. All right. Who's first in combat?
All right, Luke, obviously. Fireballs.
Yeah, we fireball burn the webs.
You can do like Sleet Storm or
It took like
Fireball was the only AoE spell I took.
really.
It's the only one I could take that was decent.
I think they had like 30 to 40 HP.
Wolves, yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Direwolves.
A
A regular wolf only has like 12 HP.
In D&D, you're allowed to do this. Can I hold my action and go last?
Yes,
that's
called readying in
readying
action.
Yeah, but I have to say what I want to ready my action.
Or no, that's delay.
Delay action.
Yeah, you can delay in Pathfinder, and basically you can just forego your initiative and insert yourself whenever you want in the
Or there's also ready in action, which says I ready this thing if this
So,
if
like,
such and such.
if-
I know what
happens."
delay action is. I don't know if the delay action.
So you can delay. So basically, you can
All right, I
forfeit
choose
your
to
turn in the
delay,
initiative
and I
chain and
will-
insert yourself whenever you want.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that then. I will delay my action.
Okay.
Because I need you guys to hit something for you guys to experience.
Um,
It's really dumb how you don't do party experience.
Yeah,
but
said
I found
same.
that it's to balance it that way. Like one person
When I'm
can't-
here.
Yeah. So you can't just one shot everything, and you're like,
Indeed.
oh, this level 2 didn't touch anything, but now he's level 7.
Well, technically, Wilson going off with a tooting, which gives everybody the bonuses.
That means he already gets it. That's a party bonus.
Okay. Well, all right. So,
But,
I will wait and hold my.
Okay.
I'll wait.
So Wilson is actually the first to go in, and he is slashing at some of the wolves, which is cutting the webbing a little bit. So the one he hits is going to get a second chance at a reflex save with, but
Well, they're grappled technically.
yes, they are. So they're denied their dex-based
AC.
which is
They also can't. Oh, and I would have told them with the web, do ride by attacks. Don't stay.
yeah. No, that's all. Literally, all Wilson does is he just drives
attacks?
by.
Okay,
and
so he's a hit and run guy.
Yeah,
So he knows how to play
He's
Cavalier.
a very hit and run.
Good. He knows how to play his class.
He is very hit and run, and he actually is about to do some damage. 6, 11. So he did 20 damage, plus a little bit more.
because he's mounted.
He crit.
And he plus not only plus he gets the horn tooting.
Yeah, he got his horn toot in. So the wolves were kind of in a circle. They were in like little bunches, each one eating their prey. He drove by and hit Wolf 4 as he was riding by the area.
Back in.
They're all kind of in bunches with Wolf 1, 2, and 3 on a bunch on a carcass, Wolf 4 and 5 on a carcass, and Wolf 6 and 7 on a carcass, because Wolf 4 was kind of on the outskirts of everything. It was a lot easier for Wilson to kind of like drive by and hit it as it was struggling, and he goes in and he actually kills the wolf with one shot of his glaive. He takes it and slices it right through the rib cage and hits some vital organs, and it bleeds out all over the weapon.
Wait, Wilson did this? Nice job, Wilson! Woo!
He crit with his glaive.
I do the thing. I do the woo!
Woo for Wilson. He's very proud of himself. I did it, guys! Look at that!
Woo for
Good
Wilson.
job, Wilson. All right, next.
And Clyde's turn.
Alright, Clyde, I believe in you.
Clyde is going to shoot Wolf 5.
Clyde, you did
He
better.
hits things actually for once. Okay.
He's using +2 damage for my arrows. Whatever effect he's using, whatever arrow he chooses.
Yep. You only gave him
I didn't realize you guys have so many archers. This turned out really good.
You only gave him the serrated.
I gave him serrated and explosives.
Oh. You wouldn't do the explosives because you wouldn't want them to get out of the webbing. So you do the serrated arrow.
He's not that stupid.
Which is why I didn't want to go first and fireball everything.
So he does about 15 damage to Wolf 5. As he doesn't really ride by. He rides up, but he's just standing back, sitting on a hilltop, slightly elevated from them, pegging them with
yeah.
arrows.
Or else he's taking major
He's doing a
negatives.
sniper. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Boy.
They're not completely useless. They're just low level, Luke.
I know.
And then it is the wolves are all
In combat, they know what they're doing, but the outside of combat is when they struggle.
Yeah, they struggle a little. All of the wolves are trying to escape, and actually, Wolf 2 does manage to heave its way and is out of the webs.
My turn.
Huh? Your
Well,
turn?
unless M's next.
No, you can insert your. No, M is next. Actually, yes.
M.
It'll be M, and then you can.
Okay, I do similar to what Clyde did. I fire
Okay,
at
so
Wolf 2.
you and Clyde are. Oh, you shoot at Wolf 2 though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh God.
Did you miss?
Probably.
She didn't shoot at one of the ones that were grappled, so.
Oh wait, I get a +2 or +3 to hit, right?
Yes.
Wilson.
Plus
Well,
2 for the
No,
arrows.
plus 2 right now because it's a +3.
So it's a +4 total. Because you get a +2 from my arrows, +2 from.
It would be a +3 if you were targeting the same thing that Wilson was
20
targeting.
total then.
20 to hit. You still hit.
Oh
Okay,
my
roll
God.
damage.
13.
Okay, 14 damage.
Cool, my turn.
Yep.
The one she just shouts and I'm attacking.
On the what?
The one that she shot, the one that's free.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm shooting.
Okay, you're shooting that as well?
It's
It's dead.
okay. It died.
I'm just... She did it between her damage and yours, even in, like,
Minimal.
at your min, one might live.
Do you want me to roll then? Because I'm not.
Nah.
I'm not putting.
No, because she already hit this one. At your minimum, a fresh wolf might live. That one is an injured wolf.
Okay, gotcha.
It is dead.
Got it.
These are only like CR 3 or 4
All right.
creatures.
My second attack then, I will hit the one that Wilson hit.
Clyde. Well,
Clyde.
the one Wilson hit instead.
Okay, the one Clive hit. Hit. Do you want to roll damage for that one too?
Yes. Okay. Roll damage for that one because he did a little less.
6, 7, 9 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 25.
Between yours and his damage, it is dead.
Cool.
That's what I was saying. Even at minimum roll, with 2 people
I'm basically
hitting
letting them to hit one, and so all right, experience for you, and if one escapes, oh, don't want to get hit.
basically.
Gotcha.
So,
I'm gonna cover fire.
4,
Yeah.
5, 2.
Writing's so hard on that. You know, I keep forgetting that we can all attack a second time, technically, if we don't move.
Why
Yeah.
do you think my character's like, all right, you guys go and have fun?
So Luke inserted. And then these 2 wolves are also trying to see if they can get out. They cannot.
You're welcome.
Wilson is going to ride by, attack, and hit Wolf 1, which is also on the outskirts and does manage to hit. Goes through, and he's not going to be doing as much damage as he did before, unfortunately. Poor Wilson.
Wilson, no.
Rolled 1 on
I saw
56
that.
is both times.
I saw that.
And then Wilson goes and he does 11 damage to Wolf 1. Clyde is actually going to reposition himself and see if between the 2 of them they can take it out. So he's going to shoot it. He's going to attempt to shoot it again. Because his horse moved. So no, he misses both arrows. He just shoots them in the webbing.
Wow.
Yeah. He just they land plop right in the webbing.
Nice.
He was trying to use the serrated arrows because he didn't want them to escape. If he used the explosive arrows, he might have a... Oh, wait. They're already grappled, so they're roots grabbing out and securing Wolf 1 even more in the web, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And then it is Wolf 6 who is trying to escape. He is able to rip himself free, and he is actually near you two.
I didn't leave the hill. I'm still up there shooting from back.
He's still like 200 feet away. He's closer towards you. If given a round, he would attack you.
Oh, okay, great.
I'm
letting you know.
sniping for you guys. Right now.
And speaking of which, Emmett, is your turn. And also, Nichia may do something if you...
Oh, yeah, I
I
forgot.
forgot about my window elemental. Oh well.
All right, so I will shoot at close wolf.
Yep.
And I also tell Nichia attack at 22.
Yeah, that hits.
And then Nichia I will tell to attack as well. You're okay with that?
Yep.
Might as well just roll both.
He hits.
Yeah, Nichia, you did it. Okay.
Okay, so roll your damages.
I'm
for
rolling
both
my
of them.
damage. 13 on mine.
Okay.
And then Nichia, he does 6.
Nice job, Nichia. Okay. The wolf was very injured, but it's still alive.
Ah,
He
dang
is-
you.
He's
Actually,
bleeding with an arrow stuck into him. Yes, it is your turn.
I'll hit the one she just hit.
Okay.
Probably dies.
It dies.
dead.
Um,
It dead.
The 2 of them combined almost killed.
And then the one the other guys hit.
They were trying to go for Wolf 1, but there are a couple of wolves in its way, so you would have to actually hit something like Wolf 3 before you could hit it.
No, didn't they just hit one?
Hit Wolf 1, which is way over here on the opposite side of combat. You'd have to basically shoot another wolf.
Then I think I'm just going to. I'm gonna move. Then I'm gonna.
I mean, at this point, they are in this. This counts for them having participated in combat. I'm just killed all of them.
Then okay, cool.
Yeah, you could fireball these wolves, and if you one-shot them, everyone's gonna get experience.
Cool.
They just have to participate in the combat.
fireball.
Here, it might miss that one, but you can play
Then I'll do it right here, kind of in the middle, and it hits all of them.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, fireball.
Okay, cast through arrow, I assume.
Oh yeah, it doesn't miss.
So it doesn't miss. You're fine.
All right, so fireball goes off. Roll damage.
Yeah, roll damage.
I like when you say that. Roll damage.
Like, you know, you don't have to take it this slow. Like, I understand you're trying to help people out. Yeah, no, each person just has to have hit something in combat, basically.
I love the fact that as fireball was empowered, it's 20.
I know.
So 43 damage in AOE. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's harder than that. What's 43?
Yeah.
AOE
So,
damage.
yeah, they're all dead. So, basically, all these wolves, there are a bunch of mutilated wolves bleeding out, a bunch of dead ones with arrows sticking out of them, and there are a few struggling in these webs as they're entrenched in. And then out of nowhere, there's just this one little tiny flaming arrow, and then it hits the center, and a big basic bomb goes off in a 10-foot square,
no.
and everything in the immediate area is on fire right there.
This is fine.
Then I will use my elemental. He would just go through and vacuum
And yeah,
all the
basically
fire
he's just
vacuuming all
blowing the fire off everything.
This is fine. This is okay.
He just sucks all the air out of where.
Loot.
Yeah, roll loot.
17, 3.
I'll let you also re-roll your lowest one, because
13.
there are
11.
lots there.
13, 11.
17, 17, 9.
Okay. You get 5 pounds of meat and then 2 pelts. You get 3 pelts.
Yay!
Pelts to you, meat to the Clyde.
How many pelts did you just get?
You have 5 pelts total.
That's a really smart idea.
Yeah.
All right, that was that combat done. Experience.
Yeah.
Yes, there are 7 wolves. Each wolf is worth 800 experience, and it is divided 4 ways. So each person is going to be getting 1400 experience.
I leveled up. I leveled up, guys.
And with that, I think this would be a good place to call it.
Well,
so
at this point, let's just use our crystals.
yeah, basically,
Because everyone leveled up, right?
Yeah, basically. Well, she leveled up. Everyone else was close-ish.
How close are they?
I'd have to look at the chart real quick.
Here, how about this?
Yeah.
Quentin. We found something and killed it.
Technically, you can roll survival checks for hunting, but that would only give you.
Can I roll a disadvantage to bring them with me?
I can look at the chart if you want for character
I mean,
advancement.
he's a level 3 guy, right?
Okay. Both Wilson and Clyde are about 2,000 to 3,000 away. 1,000.
What levels are they?
Wilson is a 5. Clyde is a 4.
Wilson
What
needs
level are you?
15. I'm 5 now. Wilson is a.
You still go back. I want to take level 4 guy. I'm going to get him to 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So do you want to roll a
Clyde?
disadvantage?
Yeah, he's taking Clyde.
Clyde,
He's like,
sweetie.
okay,
I'm
you
taking
two
Clyde-
go
I
home.
am taking Clyde out for a hunting trip.
He's also an archer. He's the
I'm
samurai
taking him out
archer
for an
one.
arching trip.
Okay.
Hunting trip. And I'll let him use my bow. So
Okay, cool.
whenever we
Yeah,
find
just roll. Yeah, and you'll be at disadvantage. Roll those 2, and
Oh,
crit failed on
Oh.
one.
that's
Oh.
bad.
How you
bad
make
is-
it? That I will say you've
Hold
only
on.
been traveling for a day. You said you'd be back in 3 days. Basically, I'm just gonna say that's a wasted day. So you do have one more chance. So I'll give you one more day, and you just had there's
Ooh,
2 there.
Wow. But with my survival, it's a 20.
Your survival's an 18.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Let me roll for Clyde. Let's see if he learned anything useful.
Well, I'm trying to find something for him to get.
Oh
I
wait,
know.
for motivation, I can give him motivation, right?
Yeah.
I'll extend it to 3 kisses. You actually level up in this next day.
He will get a bonus on his roll. Yes. So with your tutelage, even though it was a wasted day and it was it was rainy, it was muddy, you couldn't see anything. All the animals were
So it
hiding
was
in
normal for me,
dens.
but he was miserable.
He was absolutely miserable.
And
You're
I told
just like,
this is what's normal for me.
like sometimes it takes a little bit of work. Grow up. And basically you walked for almost a day straight, found
When we
nothing.
get out of this VR game, I'm gonna make you join the USMC.
God, no. Rather work the cluck bucket the rest of my life. And so yes, he does level up. So now you are a party of a bunch of level 5s and 1 level.
I gave him bonus.
All right, so we
A boner bonus.
all right, so we get back to town. and
You
we get-
all get back
wait.
to town.
By the way, how long did it take for that erection to go away?
9 hours.
Oh wow.
Oh my
For
gosh.
who? For him?
For Clyde,
I gave him a potion.
potion. And it makes the erection last for longer than 4 hours. So I did 4 plus a d6.
He gets a boner for No matter what, he gets a
No.
No.
When he takes the potion, it's whoever she gives whoever drinks the potion gets an erection lasting for longer than 4 hours. It's just that time it lasted.
I was told
for
to
9.
give it to a guy. I gave it
that
to
one
him.
lasted for 9, man.
I told him I'd kiss him for it, so.
Well, all right, so we get back to town, and I guess that's what.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
ending there.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
All right, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy our content, and just post it and keep watching. All right.
Yep. All right, see you guys.
See you guys next time.